Test?
Yes. Test. 1,
Perfect.
2, 3.
Okay. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this rolling, man. We are live. What is Gucci? My Nucci's. Welcome to the Half Court Podcast. I am Darwin. And, we got a special announcement, man. We got our new co-host, new member of the team. Let's give a big applause for Casey Gonzalez.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Bro,
First one.
Yeah, bro, it's our first one, man. I want to say, man, appreciate you for believing in the vision, man. It's go time from here, man.
Me and you, baby. Let's go.
Go time, man.
This is our first one.
Alex,
too. Alex and
we got
Danny.
Alex and Danny in the building, man. So
I'm
let's
so
get
happy
it.
Alex is here.
Thank you.
Yo, thank you guys for taking the time to be in the podcast, man. It's your first one. I know y'all nervous and shit, but we gonna get loosened up, man. So how y'all been, man? How was the trip?
Good. I mean, it was, from Tulsa, there was like traffic.
Yeah.
Because I put in you sent me the address.
Yeah.
And I put it in.
Where you were trying to go, bro? You was trying to go somewhere else or something? Because Siri took you somewhere else or some shit?
Well, yeah. I had to audible off onto Route 66.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because it said like 2.5 hours on the traffic jam.
Okay.
Like the little, how it gets like red?
Yeah.
It said like 2.5 hours on it. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to get there by like 10:30 if we take the regular highway.
Yeah.
So we got off on like Chandler.
We used the famous Route 66.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's how you were able to.
Yeah. So we got here. We still got here late, a little bit late than we said, but.
Okay. So shout out to Casey. He got you guys on the podcast and shit.
Yeah.
Had to have him on.
Yeah. So the main thing here is you guys' love story.
Yeah.
The way you guys met, Casey told me, and I was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy.
We got to hear them tell it. We got to hear them tell it. But just the brief, we go on a trip to Tulum, bunch of boys, and Alex will take it from there. I mean,
Yeah.
Go from there, bro.
Yeah. All right.
He went in single.
Yeah. I went in
Came out
single.
coupled.
Obviously, me and Casey, we instantly from when we met, it was like instant chemistry. Like we were just vibing, going out all the time, just kicking it heavy.
And where you from, bro? Let the people know where you're from.
From Venezuela.
Venezuela. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. And, but yeah, I mean, me and Casey just kicking
Casey
it
was
a lot.
our Cupid.
Yeah, he was the
Hell
Cupid.
yeah.
But
¿Cómo
because-
se dice Cupid? Danny?
Cupido.
I don't know. I use the translator. Cupido.
Yeah,
Cupido.
but yeah, so I mean, we were just kicking it a lot, and obviously that opened up, that gate for Tulum to happen. Like he just invited me and Roy and AD and that fool Obi. That I miss him, man. Shout out Obi. I haven't seen him in forever since Tulum, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, since I went to Burke.
Yeah, since you went to Albuquerque, yeah.
But
Obi's in Albuquerque.
but yeah.
First night, we get there.
First
We're
night,
drinking.
literally.
We're drinking first night. We I think we got it's it's a 45-minute. You've been 45
Yeah,
minute from Cancun
to Tulum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're drinking tequila,
Yeah.
and we're getting ready to check in this Airbnb.
Because we just got we bought the alcohol at the Cancun airport. We were like, well, fuck it, we here. Let's buy it all. Finish the bottle on the drive to Tulum.
So y'all were wavy.
Yeah, we were already feeling
First
it.
night vibes.
First
Yeah.
night we already killed the bottle, and so we pull up to the Airbnb, and the Airbnb manager, BB, shout out BB, BB
Saludos a BB.
was the Airbnb manager over
Yeah.
there, and she had invited Daniela and another friend with her, for the check-in, and
BB
everyone
are
gets
my
out.
neighborhood.
Oh.
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
Danny,
Best
so
deal.
did BB ask Danny? So BB just told you to come check the Airbnb with
Yeah,
us?
no. BB invites me to a bar to dinner, so I am in the gym, and I say, no, BB, I don't want to go out because I am making gym and eating good, I think, and she convinced me to go to a check-in in his Airbnb.
Yeah, she really did.
So
really
this
didn't
was
wanna
actually
go.
meant to be because
it's
based
crazy.
on what Casey was telling
Sorry,
me.
I don't speak English very well, but I am trying.
No, you're good.
Go
You're good. I
Spanish
think
too
it's
if you
good.
need to, Danny. Go
Yeah,
Spanish.
Thank you,
Go
yeah.
thank you.
But based on what Casey's telling me, he's like, you were almost not. We're gonna go to this trip and shit.
Yeah.
And then Casey made it happen, and then You weren't gonna go to the Airbnb.
Yes.
So that's
it's so crazy. Like she really didn't want to go. We've talked about it a lot of times.
Bueno, lo voy a decir en español y me traducen.
Ajá.
Ese día yo fui al gimnasio, Vivi me invita a tomar unos mezcales y le dije, salgo a las 10. Y me dice, no, porque a las 10:30 tengo un check-in. Entonces, eso ahorita eran las 8. Y yo, bueno, voy a intentar. Llegué a las 9 con la ropa del gym, con tenis del gym, o sea, toda sudada.
So llegaste al Airbnb
No, llegué al mezcalito donde íbamos a cenar. Porque en Tulum todo es súper hippie, entonces todo el mundo estaba como quiera, en traje de baño y todo. Entonces llegué así y la acompañé al Airbnb. Y la verdad, sinceramente, me bajé a pedir encendedor para un cigarro. Bueno, traduces.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, she told what she just said in English, but she got to the point where she got out. I mean, she was going to probably chill in the car, but she got out because she wanted a lighter. She smoked cigarettes.
Bueno, ya no.
Which now she doesn't.
Good.
Because,
Bueno.
Tengo 5 meses sin fumar, gracias a él.
Good looks.
Yeah. But no, she came out and asked for a lighter, and she had asked a couple of them, but they didn't have lighters, and I come out last, and funny enough, I think it was Casey. It was somebody, but we were lighting something.
Some weed?
Some weed.
Yeah, we're right here, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We were lighting weed in his apartment at the kitchen. Like,
and you happen to have the lighter?
No, I didn't have the lighter. No, lighting it with the kitchen.
Cupid had the lighter.
No, it was like from the kitchen. Like,
okay, yeah, the stove.
Yeah. So we lit it like that, and so when I came out, I was like, man, no. But come inside, like she had asked me, because I was the last one out, and I was like, well, no, but come inside and you can light it on the stove. So,
bueno, para esto ya me había flechado con sus ojos cuando se bajó de la camioneta. Yo me quedé viendo y dije, wow, o sea, ya me había enamorado. Fue amor a primera vista, la verdad.
She said from what she sees.
What about you, bro? Did you feel the same?
Oh, yeah.
What the? Wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because I came out. Well, because like I said, like I came out and I was like, oh my gosh. Like as soon as I seen her, I was like, yeah, come on. Like, like come light it on the stove. And she came in. And instantly, like, we were talking, like, back and forth. And I was taking my time downstairs because I was, like, accompanying her, talking to her, you know? And she was like, she told me, she was like, you better hurry up. They're going to beat you to all the rooms because the Airbnb had 5 rooms.
Very smart.
Yeah. And obviously, I got, like, the last choice because everybody had already picked the rooms. And I went upstairs. Like, she went and seen it upstairs. Like, we went together. And she seen the room that I stayed in. She was like, oh, this room's pretty cool because it has like a cool view and all this stuff.
Just because I know the house and I tell.
Yeah, she's seen like the house that was next door and they all have kind of like the same layout.
How did you ask her for her number? Is that what was next?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I told her I went back downstairs. We were talking and I was just like, well, like let's swap numbers or something, like link up. Like maybe you can show us around. You can show us like cool dinner spots are, where the clubs are, whatever. And she was like, yeah. And so she took my number down. And I was like, well, she took my number down, so I can't
make
text
reservations in Tulum. So I recommended a restaurant. And
I remember when you
club.
were texting her when we were doing the Mayan tour. Sorry, the Mayan tour.
Yeah.
We were doing. She was texting, setting us up for dinner, huh?
Yeah.
So Danny got us dinner reservations.
So this is day one. All this happened day one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The first, literally, we got there at 11 p.m. to the Airbnb. And yeah, literally, I got her number. So, but yeah, what he said, like what Daniela did down there. I mean, she did a lot of things. She was like freelancing and real estate, whatever. But she did like reservations too, like for like restaurants. So, I mean, she felt inclined with that too. Like she was like, yeah, I can help you make reservations at wherever you want to do it.
He said, recommend me a restaurant for meat, and we want to go to eat meat. You told me.
Yeah, we wanted like
and
steak.
I tell you chambao.
Yeah. So yeah, she recommended chambao.
Was it a good recommendation?
Yeah.
Good.
Remember
good
the chambao first night?
Good steak.
Good steak.
Yeah.
No sé, Casey te puede decir. Is that good chambao?
Yeah. Okay.
Casey pidió lo mejor, o sea, el langosta.
I bet Casey.
You already know Casey, so Casey was like, you know what?
All the desserts in the restaurant, please.
Yeah, you already know what Casey is, so he's like, yeah, bring on. I don't even know how many
bring
tomahawks.
the filet mignon, bring the langosta.
Give me
you
all
got
the
gold
tomahawks.
with it? Can you pour some gold?
Right. We don't know we're gonna be here again, boys.
You gotta do it big, right? Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
No, but yeah, that was cool. And but yeah, so she recommended that.
I didn't really even know the Love Connection was on then, though. I didn't really.
You didn't catch on to it?
I didn't catch on early. I caught on when we went to Taboo after you guys met at Chambao, and we came and remember your friends came.
Yeah.
That's when I was like,
Karu.
Alex really likes him. Like Alex is in love. Like, oh my god, what is going on, Roy? Like, is he in love? Well, who's this girl? Like, well, because I didn't know much about Danny. You know, you're just meeting. I'm there on vacation.
Right. There's a lot of process.
There's a lot of process, and I think that night after. You and Karu come over and we hang out and then we get to meet and then I'm like, oh, she's cool, you know? And like, okay, Alex, this is cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's wild,
that's cool.
bro. So how long did you guys stay there?
Like 6 days.
6 days?
I mean, 5. It was supposed to be 5 days.
Thursday to Monday. It was supposed to be, but we had to leave Tuesday because we got canceled, right?
Yeah, flight got canceled on Monday.
So you stayed.
Which is perfect. I mean, obviously, we're gonna keep telling the story, but like it was that extra day. Like me and Daniela talk about it all the time. That extra day, like meant everything because
we all split up.
Yeah, because you know the whole trip. I mean, it was just the boys, and then you know Daniela would come with her friends. But that extra day, everybody was like kind of gassed out. You know, everybody was tired. So
Alex y yo nos fuimos caminando a la playa, son como 5 kilómetros o 6, y todos esos kilómetros platicamos demasiado, qué planes teníamos, cómo te trata la vida, qué quieres hacer. Entonces llegamos al restaurante y me acuerdo que había un cielo impresionante, increíble, las estrellas se veían hermosas, todo fue como muy mágico. Entonces ahí fue que empezamos a hacer planes juntos, o sea, los 7 días.
So what she said is that extra day, that night that we got, we walked like all of
that
Tulum.
night?
Yeah, that extra night we got. Yeah.
Long walk in the beach.
The extra day.
Yeah.
We just walked,
That's
like
tight.
getting to know each other.
I didn't know this. See, this is something I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like getting to know each other like on a much like deeper level than.
Yo creo que, dile a Casey, si ese día no hubiera existido, hubiera sido muy diferente.
Bueno.
Por algo pasó
So
las cosas.
that night was the night that determined that they wanted to actually be together.
Yeah,
much, right?
Yeah, basically. Because I mean, the whole
And
trip
the flight got canceled. The flight got canceled.
The flight got canceled. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so much shit that happened, bro. So much shit that happened. It's just everything. Yeah, bro. Literally.
Y
like,
Casey dormido ese día.
You were tired, huh?
You were sleeping all the
It's
day.
too much, yeah.
You were tired, huh?
I think we all split up. I think we're like,
Yeah,
it was
we were.
canceled. I think I had work. It was already, my
yeah.
work week was starting.
Oh.
So it's Tuesday. I'm late already, you know.
A lot of,
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to ask Danny and Spanish. So where are you from? What's your family like? How big's your family? Tell us where you're from. So
Okay, I'm from Monterrey. Hello, I'm Daniela Nino, and I am from Monterrey, Mexico. It's Nuevo León. And I love Alex. I love cars. I love my family.
What were you doing in Tulum? What were you doing in Tulum?
In Tulum, I have a time for me. Literally, 6 months for me, for work too, but I decide no work because Alex, esos días que Alex llegó, yo renuncié a mi trabajo para aprovechar el tiempo, literal. Yo estaba pagando una renta muy cara en Tulum y me pagaban menos, lo que ganaba en el trabajo era menos que lo que yo pagaba de renta. Entonces dije, fuck it, me salgo de trabajar, disfruto los meses que tengo ya pagados de renta y me puse a meditar, a hacer yoga, me iba a la playa en bici.
The best.
Tradúcelo, por favor.
Yeah,
baby.
you want to translate
Yeah,
that?
well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, I got,
Yeah, you got most of it.
You got it?
But the viewers.
The viewers, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so like, basically, she wanted time for herself. Like,
So she quit her job.
6 months, yeah. So she went there to have time for herself, but she worked while she was there. But what she's saying is that she eventually like quit her job once I pulled up. And she just wanted more time for
Decidí
herself.
eso después de que me chocaron mi Audi, me lo hicieron pérdida total, me deprimí y dije, me voy. Con el dinero que me dieron del Audi me fui a Tulum.
Yeah, her Audi was totaled.
Yeah.
Like her car, and so she used that money to basically just go.
¿Qué tan lejos está Tulum de Monterrey? ¿Qué tan lejos?
Está, híjole, bastante lejos. I think it's like a 28 hours in car.
How much?
28 hours.
28
like
hours?
a 3 days.
I mean, yeah, because Tulum is
Holy
northern,
shit.
Or more.
northern Gulf side.
Yeah, Monterrey is really
versus
close to
Tulum,
Monterrey is in the
Pacific
north
side.
of the country, in the border of Texas,
Yeah.
and Tulum is in the...
Very very
Yes.
bottom. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Tulum's
So,
on that
There's
eastern.
a
peninsula.
magic...
so the fact that you were in Tulum when these guys were around, like,
Bro, it's just so crazy.
that's the.
it's
It's
so-
no,
No, we're talking about like
that's
how
like
everything
fate.
had to happen.
I
like,
have a feeling to go to Tulum. In,
That is
I think
wild.
It's in December. Yeah, in December. I have a feeling I want to go to Tulum. I want to go live in Tulum. And I don't care the room. I only want a hamaca for living. And
Yeah,
Ocean.
hammock.
I
Ocean,
want a
sun.
bike to ride all the day. And
It
this is
takes
what I
very
want.
little. It takes very little,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you
No, and-
little room.
Yeah.
You can go around Mexico, Tulum, and bike.
No new
Yeah.
people. And
Yeah,
I know the
it's-
love of my life.
That is wild, bro.
No,
That is.
Tulum's really small, and like when I went down there to visit her, because I went down there like
And
it wasn't even a month later.
Chichen Itza.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
there you go.
I
My
love
buddy gave
Chichen
me
Itza.
that. My buddy gave me that.
Wow.
Yeah, he went.
You don't go to Chichen Itza.
I have not
You never
been.
go.
He gave
you
me
have
that.
to go.
Yes.
The small
In
ones
this
in
place?
small ones in Tulum. Chichen Itza
Like a
is
4
big-
hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
away
two.
to
There's
Tulum.
one bigger
two.
than.
There's the Mayans that were in Chichen Itza, and then
there's
the
one
Mayans in
bigger.
Tulum. Yeah,
Aha,
and I
this
think
is
there's
the
another one
downtown
too.
of
Yeah.
Tulum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literal.
No, I want to go back. I definitely want to go back. I feel like because when I went to Cancun, then drove to Tulum and went to the cenotes and stuff, and that was one hell of an experience. But I only had like 3 days. But I definitely want to go back because I just feel like there's so much to do in Tulum.
Dude, so much.
Beautiful,
So much,
beautiful.
bro.
Like it's wild.
So what's crazy is about how I knew that last night made sense to made something happen, because the next day we're leaving and the van that dropped us off is taking us in the 40 minutes to the airport. And so we're getting in the van. Danny, she's got a little bike and a little dog and a little basket in the front, like little Toto. Looks like Toto, right?
Yeah.
And so, they're hugging, and, obviously Alex is the last one of the van. We're all in the van and we're kind of like waiting there and we're looking out the window like, damn, how long do you think he's going to hug her, dog?
Yeah.
No, he's her. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, be quiet. He's coming back. so Alex comes back, and Alex, he's about to cry. And then I look out the window, and Danny's about to cry, and she's riding her bike, and I'm about to cry. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy.
Yes.
This is love. Like, damn.
And he returns in 1 month. Not 1 month.
And then, literally, Alex, you could probably take over from here, but what happened after we leave? I mean, this happened in the span of 6 days, and then what?
Yeah.
And you guys talk for...
Yeah, I mean, we talked every day. I mean, FaceTimed every night, like after that. And, but it didn't even take me like a month to go back, because I was like,
He
I
told
gotta
me.
go back. Like, I gotta.
I call you all the nights for FaceTime. So in Mexico, we don't have this costumbre, ¿cómo se dice? No tenemos esta
Like
costumbre
that,
de hablar
yeah.
por FaceTime, realmente.
They're not used to using FaceTime
No.
at all.
It's only...
And you know, we
What's up?
FaceTime all
What's
the time,
up,
right?
right?
Like I FaceTime
What's
Kenny.
up?
Hey, what's up?
And call me, huh?
I FaceTime Roy, I FaceTime everybody, just like
Yeah.
like
Yes.
casual.
Yeah.
And they
Para
don't do
mí
that
es
down there.
weird eso, o sea, como hablar por FaceTime. Entonces él me dijo, te voy a marcar por FaceTime todas las noches. Y yo, ok. Entonces sí, literalmente desde ese día todos los días hablamos por FaceTime.
And like
por
literally
8
like,
meses.
like without FaceTime, like we're thinking about like if we did this, I don't know, in another time period, would have not been possible.
Right.
Because literally FaceTime kept it alive. Like,
Makes it easier too.
without seeing them, like
Because
without-
like it's challenging when it's like a long distance, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like a lot of people tend to say like long distance doesn't work and stuff, and it's like the fact that you guys were able to make it work, and now you guys are here.
Yeah.
It's like it's mind blowing, bro. I
Yeah.
would see your
Magic.
fucking stories, bro, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that's fucking dope. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it's like it's tight, bro. Like it's very inspiring. Like it just like feels like you guys are like una novela. Like you guys are like a
La
soap
Rosa de
opera.
Guadalupe.
Like like
It's this love story.
yeah,
It's a love story.
yeah.
Yes.
Like it's like the person that doesn't believe in love at first sight, when you see you two, like it's like you might
Was
want to
me.
reconsider. Yeah,
Well,
you
I
might.
was like, I can't believe I'm like, and then you telling me about, I mean, Alex, you could just see it in him. I mean, we're talking about him proposing in Monterrey and how he's gonna do it and how he has it planned out. And when you dedicate that much time and energy to something, you love it. And so just to see him, and I mean, sure, the proposal was beautiful. I wish I could have been there in Monterrey with the mariachis. Your family's probably big, Danny. They were there.
Same.
No, it was so tight because like I did it on Christmas Day. I was planning on doing it on Christmas Eve, just because Christmas Day was like so much more. But it was
how did
even
you do
better.
it? How did you?
So Susie, shout out Susie,
My best friend.
Daniela's best friend. She helped me like a lot because I mean she helped me like find the mariachi because she obviously lives over there. She helped me find the mariachi. She helped me like
The champaña, the
bring Daniela to the spot where I needed her to be. Convince her. So, well, first off, Susie convinced Daniela to come with her to like this photo shoot. Like she was, because Daniela does a lot of photo shoots. She does a lot of promotions for different things. So Susie has like a little brand. Like she like customizes like different things like cups, Yetis, all this stuff. And like she'll do like little chocolates, like little goodie bags or whatever. And so she told Daniela to come like do a little like shoot for her stuff. And she told her that there was going to be like this badass photographer there. So, I mean, obviously,
Ella
I was
estaba
even more
abriendo
like
un
to be
negocio,
convinced.
entonces me dice, Dani, por favor, o sea, yo más o menos ahí ya le hago al Instagram y hago videitos para diferentes marcas. Entonces me dice, voy empezando, I am beginning with this brand. Estoy empezando con mi marca.
You're starting your own brand.
Ayúdame, ajá. Me dice, ayúdame, pero tiene que ser el 25 en la mañana.
Yeah.
Entonces yo le dije a Alex, amor.
So this was Susie, right? Susie's saying like, help.
Yeah.
I need help.
And obviously, that was kind of hard. In my head, I'm like, okay, well, me and Daniela are like clingy. So I'm like, how is she gonna, like, how is it gonna sound that she's
Yo
gonna
dije,
take
ven
her away
conmigo,
on the
ven conmigo.
25th, you know? Like on the 25th. Yeah, she was like, come with me. That morning of the 25th, she was like, come with me. And I was like, nah, you go. So Susie pulled up to the Airbnb where we were staying. And she picked her up, and yeah, I mean, she took her away. She had all dressed up. I told Susie, I was like, make her wear like beige or like white, because I'm gonna wear beige too. And obviously, I'm dressed like, you know, like in my pajamas, like I'm just nothing. And she leaves all dressed up. And so as soon as she leaves, Susie's gonna make time. Like she's gonna drive around a little bit, you know, make sure that I get there before them. So I got to get dressed in like not even 10 minutes. It was like panic as soon as she stepped out. And so I got dressed real quick. I go to this park. I set it up in like a little park. Got the mariachi there. I put like a little picnic blanket, and then I had like a little picnic basket with like a champagne bottle. And she pulled
Yo
up.
vi a un chico desnudo, corriendo, o sea, no desnudo, literalmente en calzones, corriendo por el Parque Rufino Tamayo. Y yo dije, qué raro, súper raro. Y luego en eso, vamos caminando y veo el mariachi. Y luego yo, qué raro, o sea, nos están pasando cosas bien raras.
So at the park, when she pulled up, she seen like this dude like in little shorts, like basically in underwear, just like running, you know, just like getting a little jog in.
Y yo ya tenía el teléfono y lo estaba grabando.
Yeah, so she started recording, and then she was like, a mariachi band in the middle of the park. Because I was like hiding behind the bushes. I wanted to make sure that she didn't see me until she got like down, because it was like on a hill where they parked. And so you had to come down a hill kind of. And so I wanted to make sure that she didn't see, because, you know, if she saw me from the top, it was going to be an awkward walk down. So I wanted to make sure she was like all the way down at least until I popped up. And then
Y yo estaba grabando y lo vi en mi video. Estaba el mariachi, yo estaba grabando el mariachi. Y eso sale Alex y yo.
Yeah, she was like recording it on the way down. She was like recording like, what
Yeah,
the
se me
heck,
bajó
this
la
naked
sangre.
dude. And then there was like a mariachi band. So she was like recording the whole thing. And obviously I seen her like recording, and I popped up. And obviously I started crying. As soon as I seen her, I started crying, and she started crying. Like, yeah, it was crazy. She pulled up, and then I like hugged her. I had the mariachi playing some Vicente Fernandez. I had him play.
Vicente?
Yeah.
A ver,
So, like,
cántala. Sing it.
Y volver,
No,
volver.
eso no.
Oh, that's a sad
¿Cuál
one.
fue,
That's a
amor?
sad
Yeah, that is a sound. No, but I had him play
Hermoso
Cariño.
cariño.
I had him play Hermoso Cariño when I was like proposing, like when I was actually giving her the ring. And so like she came up,
It's so
I gave her a
beautiful.
hug. I told her like a bunch of stuff.
My Christmas
you know?
gift.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, bro. It's
In
great.
8 months. In 8 months. Oh.
In
8
8
months.
months. 8 months from
Es que
March,
fue
we met
difícil
him.
porque, bueno, se brincaron de Tulum a la propuesta, pero en esos 8 meses fue muy difícil porque hablábamos por FaceTime y literal a mí me dio un ataque de ansiedad. Porque imagínate estar hablando con alguien y no poder tocarlo, no poder abrazarlo, no poder... Es muy difícil.
Yeah.
Muy difícil.
Yeah,
So,
so she said.
well, you can translate that,
Yeah.
you know, if you...
Well,
yeah.
within the 8 months, she's saying that she had like an anxiety attack. Like it was so hard, you know. And like for me, it was really hard too. Like just like not being able to touch them, you know, not being able to hug them, kiss them.
We literally went down to Dallas, and I think Danny drove with the girls, and you were driving with the guys, and we were like, all right, the girls and guys are going to split up for the 2.5 hour drive. And I think Alex was like, okay. And then you wanted to go with the girls.
No, literally,
like,
yeah.
God,
For my birthday,
Alex.
we Daniela was here for like 2 weeks, and we went down to Dallas, and yeah, Casey was like, nah, let's go, guys, and then girls. And
Like, we're going to see her in 2 hours.
yeah,
And he's like, nah, I'm trying to make every second count.
yeah, because I mean, yeah.
So what made it click for you guys? Like, you know, because it's like, you know, you guys just met, you know, you're sure, like, it's like love at first sight. You're like, I'm going to go all in. So what clicked for you guys?
I don't know. I mean, it was just something that.
Como que I don't know.
No, what clicked. O sea, que.
Okay.
Sí, sí,
hizo así como un-
Okay.
¿Cómo te digo? ¿Cómo se dice?
La
Como algo que
química.
encendió.
La magia.
¿Qué fue lo que hizo
Bueno,
que
todo.
ustedes...
eso, la magia, the magic,
Sí.
like.
A los dos nos gusta bailar. We
Yeah,
like
both of
love
us,
to
yeah.
dance. And the first day that we got hung out to Chambao, and Tulum is all closed so early. No, temprano.
Cierran temprano,
Cierran
yeah.
temprano
Yeah,
todo.
Well, en ese tiempo.
Ajá,
In that
entonces,
time, like,
Because it was
the
COVID. Todo,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
yeah, es temprano. Todo es de
Like
día.
a year removed
Ahí.
from COVID, so.
Entonces, Alex dice, let's go to dance, reggaeton. And Tulum is no reggaeton, you know.
Yeah, Tulum's like all house music.
But
Yeah,
Taboo
that's
is
crazy.
some
It's a mix.
reggaeton,
It's
yeah. But
More house.
Yeah.
Karu, a friend of Argentina, tell Alex, let's go to Playa del Carmen. But Playa del Carmen is 40 minutes to Tulum.
40
So,
minutes,
entonces, he wants to go, I want to go, Karu wants to go, all want to go. And so we go to the Playa del Carmen, and this day we dance all the night. And then he picked me in my apartment, and so he said me, you want to go to breakfast tomorrow? So I say, wow, in this time, nadie te invita a desayunar, literal. O sea, me gustó mucho eso. A mí me gustó
El detalle
que él
pequeño.
fuera, que
Eso.
él me fue a dejar a mi casa, que él fue como que muy respetuoso, muy caballeroso, y siempre fue así muy caballero conmigo.
Yeah.
Eso
So
me
he was-
enamoró.
he
That's
was-
real. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's real.
a
I mean,
gentleman.
Super gentleman with me,
He was a
yeah.
gentleman,
Real,
you
that's
know what I'm
real,
saying? You know,
Yeah.
went out, they went to, you know, the beach, Playa del Carmen, and then...
Well, we were there. I was,
So,
just
yeah,
that was
And
the
he wants to
first
see
night.
me all the days, and I say, you are on vacation with your friends, go alone. O sea, cuando fueron a los cenotes, the cenotes and the motos y todo,
yeah.
he invites me, and I say, no, you have to go with your bros. O sea,
But y'all see them all the time, so it's like,
That's
for him,
true.
I see where he's
That's
coming from.
true,
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to make this trip count. I like this girl, like, shit, every day. Let's make it happen.
and
you know
I
what
go
I'm
with
saying?
my friends to Mia, and then to Tantra, and then se me acabó la pila. ¿Cómo se dice?
So you ran out of energy?
She ran out of battery. Like her,
Oh, her phone. Her phone,
Her
okay.
phone died.
Eso es lo más importante. It's the most important part in this history, because
So this was like three.
Se me
three
acabó la
days, I
pila.
think. 3 days in.
Sí,
to
3
the
días después de
vacation.
conocernos.
Obviously, we hung out every night. Like, but this night was maybe was on Saturday. So after the cenotes, we went like
After the
we went on
cenotes.
like those
Yeah.
little 4-wheelers.
and I am
stuff.
party all the day. So,
Yeah, so she's out like because they do like day drinking over there. So like they're partying like from the beginning, like all day. And
Era
so by
sábado.
like it was Saturday. So by like 7:00, she's out and her phone died or whatever. But I had been texting her and she was slow playing, literally. Like I was like, nah, there's no way she's slow playing. And I was all sad. I was all depressed. And
You were sad that
Yeah,
day.
that day.
That's when I found out he was like, he loved this girl. Because I was like, why is he sad? We're on vacation. Like, he was a little down. Roy was like, bro, I think he really likes that girl, Danny. Remember from the beginning? I'm like, wow. And then that makes sense.
Makes sense now,
Makes
huh?
sense now.
No, but that night was
and
was
then
tight.
I lost my battery. So my last story in Instagram was in Chambao. So he go to Chambao.
No, pero tú me dijiste que ibas para Chambao.
Sí, amor, yo te dije, voy a Chambao, no sé qué, y ahí estuve. Entonces, se me acabó la pila y él llegó a Chambao.
Yeah. So she had told me that she was going to Chambao, and we went
Y yo
to
estaba
Taboo.
dormida.
This is a big part of the night.
We went to Taboo.
And I am sleeping in Chambao.
We're actually drunk. We're actually
Yeah.
drunk walking
Yeah.
to Taboo from getting dropped off. And I hug Alex, and I'm like, bro, what's wrong? And he's like, and we're pretty tipsy at this point. He's like, I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like that girl, And I was like, bro, and I just saying this because I'm drunk, like from the heart, like just follow your heart, follow your gut. So we walk into Taboo, and we get the table. Guy sets us up. He's giving me the drink list, and I look up, and Alex is gone. And I'm like, "Where's Alex? Like, how come he's gone?" Everybody's like, "I don't know, bro. He didn't go to the bathroom. He's gone." I'm like, "I told him to follow his gut."
And he did that.
Damn. Yeah. Alex shows up two hours later. We're still partying at Taboo, hoping he's fine. But he had texted us. He said, "I'm good, guys." So we were good at that point. So we're partying. We're having a foot. And he shows up with Danny and all.
So Taboo. If you've never been to Tulum, they're like right where Taboo is. They've got like all of the restaurant, bar, like beach clubs, all next to each other. Taboo is right next to Chambao. So she was at Chambao, but I wasn't 100% sure that she was at Chambao. She had told me she was at Chambao the last time, like she texted me.
Instagram story.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that was like hours, like maybe like an hour before, and I was like, well, I mean, I don't know, but I was in Taboo. And I was like, hey, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Because I knew if I had said, hey, I'm going to go to Chambao and look for this girl, they were going to be like, nah, bro, stay here. Stay here.
You don't have permission to go.
I already knew. So I was like, hey, yo, I'm going to the bathroom. So I walk out and I go next door to Chambao. And from outside, I was like, man, what if she's not there? But sure enough, I see Karu. I remember Karu in one of Daniela's Instagram stories. She had like a little pink top. It was like fluorescent pink. So from the street, I seen the pink top. I was like, oh my gosh, they're fucking there. Like, and so I run in, and Daniela is passed out on the little, like they had like a little booth couch thing. It's like all outdoors. She's passed out, like in her swimsuit, and she has like a little like top over it.
Yo estaba muy cansada. Yo nomás quería salirme del tabú, no, del tantra. No, estaba en tantra. Y irme a cenar. Entonces, el que estaba al lado era Chambao. Yo le dije a mis amigos, voy a ir a cenar, tengo mucha hambre. Me fui y ya todos se vinieron conmigo. Yeah. Cené, dije, me voy a acostar un rato. Me puse ahí en el sillón y en eso me dice mi amiga, amiga, ¿quién está aquí? Porque es argentina, ya sabes cómo hablan, ¿no? Mira quién está aquí, que no sé qué. Y abro los ojos y Alex estaba así dándome la mano y yo... Wow, o sea, yo vi a mi príncipe azul ahí. Yeah.
So she was in Tantra. She was in Tantra, like the club that was right next to Chambao, I guess. On
y se me quitó el sueño.
Yeah. And she was tired and she was hungry. So she was like, I'm gonna go to Chambao and I'm gonna eat. Whoever wants to come, comes. So all her friends went with her, whatever. She ate and then she cashed out in a little booth. And when I pulled up, I seen Karu. I heard Karu. Karu wakes up. Daniela, mira quién está. Look who's here. And she opens her eye, and I'm like, I go over there, like I lean over to give her my hand so like she can get up. And she got up. She was all excited.
And he invited us, and me and all my friends to Taboo with you.
Yeah.
And we
so
arrived to Taboo.
Yeah, I sat there in Chambao for a little bit.
And you are in so much party.
We're in party mode. Yeah.
Wow.
We were party mode.
That is wild.
Wild, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was like from start to end. It was like just
all these coincidences,
bro. Yeah.
For you, it had to be like this, like unrealistic. Like, damn, did this just happen? Like, you're on your way you're on the plane, and you're probably thinking like, did all this shit just happen? Did you ever think that shit? Or
no. I mean, I was
on the way coming back. Yeah, because you weren't expecting that.
Right. But like, I just never really thought like it until later on. But I mean, it's really like so much shit had to happen. Like so much had to line up perfectly for, everything to go the way it did.
Wow. We talk about omens and matchup.
And we believe in magic, and me and Casey always just say universe.
It's not a coincidence.
Like, everything happens for a reason, The universe has everything planned out.
When did you two meet?
Me and Casey met.
So at the barbershop. So Royce chopped me up. Alex is
How long ago is this?
This is...
Maybe like...
Sí, cuéntanos su historia.
4 months before the trip.
Yeah.
4 months before the trip.
Yeah.
Like, it was new. It was new, but I honestly...
So this is 4 months before the trip, but how long ago from today did you guys...
It's been like a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a shoe game. We both like ones. And so I was like, one's my favorite shoe. I said, hey, I'm meeting a couple friends out, Ethan and Megan at Collective. You should come meet us out. He meets us out. We chop it up all night. Like, he likes to party, but I'm not a big drinker either. Like, we're just next thing you know, I think he's rooming with me. We're doing the roommate thing for a little bit because Alex is, he's been chasing his dream, and they moved from Venezuela to Tulsa. Yeah. So he's been in Tulsa the majority of the time, but they decided to cut in OKC. So through that quick time, we met, and then me and Roy had this trip planned, and all of a sudden, Alex was coming on it, and it was like this, like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic playing poker, and he's on the trip. And then he falls in love.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, no, it was meeting Casey obviously was like
huge.
Top 3 biggest things that had to happen. Obviously, maybe the first thing that had to happen because without Casey,
this guy got something, bro.
Yeah. This
guy got something. I don't know.
For real,
it's wild.
For real though, let me gas you up a little bit.
Universe, baby. Universe.
Yeah, let me gas you up a little bit.
Thank you, Casey.
No.
Universe.
But like Casey, meeting Casey like really did change my life. Like, whether it was Tulum, whether it was whatever, whether it was just his words. Casey has a lot of words. Like he likes to talk, and he knows what he's saying. Like he's not just
and it's
like he's not just talking shit. Like he's saying like real shit. So like,
and you feel it type shit. Like you feel that genuine like vibe type shit. Yeah.
No, Casey like instantly, like from when we met, like I said this at the beginning, like there was just like this instant like chemistry, like something popped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he taught me a lot. Like Casey taught me a lot. He didn't completely change my mindset because my mindset was already kind of there, but he kind of gave it like a little extra something.
Enhanced it.
Yeah. Like just more words to live by and, just like a mentality to have. And I love that thing, that universe. Like that universe was really
it's
tight,
powerful.
Bro.
I believe in that shit.
Like we say universe because like universe, like everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
You have to believe for it happen. Yeah. I understand that in Tulum.
Yeah.
You have to meditate and I go to the apartment to the Casey.
Yeah.
And I see all the Buddhas and all the, ¿cómo se dice velas?
The candles.
The candles and all stuff, green, and that is it.
It's a vibe.
It's a connection.
It's crazy.
It's
Manifest.
Yeah, all that. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Tulum has that
it's
shit.
Tulum in your apartment.
It's so tight. It's so tight that
we'll always have
me
Tulum.
and
It's
so
connected.
Tight, it's so tight that me and Casey like went down
It's
to Tulum
weird
because
that you
Tulum
have
is.
this right
Well,
now.
it's crazy because I'm showing him a video that when I went to Tulum and we're just like putting these all pieces together, and I'm like, this is wild. Like my experience in Tulum was just like breathtaking. Like I look at, because I vlogged it. So every time I look at that vlog, it's just one of those like unique, like, oh, damn, that's like, it's crazy. It's unexplainable. Like, I want to go
yo
again.
creo francamente que en Tulum todo el mundo está en una sincronía vibrando alto, tan alto que encuentras y atraes todo lo que quieres y todo lo que buscas. Yo me acuerdo antes haber escrito lo que quiero en un hombre y yo lo escribí. Y realmente todo lo que yo escribí, Alex lo tiene. Y es una realidad y lo quiero transmitir con ustedes porque yo lo atraje a él y él me atrajo a mí también. O sea, Tulum fue el lugar para juntarnos, pero es demasiado, o sea, es demasiado lo que yo pedí en un hombre y Alex es demasiado.
So what she said is, everybody in Tulum is kind of like on the same like wavelength. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like
gotta be the pyramids,
like vibing like on the most, and like bringing everything in, like speaking it to existence type stuff. And she said that long ago, she wrote like all this stuff, like what she wants in a man, and she says that I have all those qualities, which is great. And she said, and I the same.
She dances bachata.
Hey.
She believes in God.
Yeah.
And this is the first thing that I want in a man.
I think that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
I think
first.
Believing in God and just believing in that like
Bailar
positive
bachata.
Power, and you guys love that Latin, bachata. I know you hard on the Latin community.
Dancer,
Bad
baby.
Bunny, y'all going to that concert?
Man, I want to. September,
Let's go.
Which one y'all trying to go? Cali?
Well, there's
Dallas.
There's
I'm going
Miami,
to Orlando one.
Vegas,
Monterrey. Bueno, no, Mexico
Houston.
no.
Yeah. What's next? What's next for Alex and Danny? What's next? What's next? What's the plans?
A lot of things.
So the wedding. We have the wedding.
I have the roca.
Yeah.
So obviously we got to propose.
Ya me lo dio el anillo.
Yeah, there's so much coming up, but the wedding is the biggest thing on our mind.
And we got two weddings.
Yeah, we got two weddings.
Yes.
A little like family, the civil wedding.
Friends and family.
Then later on in Mexico, That's gonna be the party. That's gonna be a big wedding.
When is that? When
In
is that?
1 year or one.
In like a year.
In like a year?
from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this first wedding will be kind of just to get the family, something small, some intimate, And
La ceremonia civil y el brindis va a ser aquí.
Awesome.
Ya después de tener todo en regla, en orden, ahora sí nos vamos para Monterrey a casarnos por la iglesia.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what you guys got going on. You are a barber. You kill shit. I seen your cuts; they're clean as fuck. Yeah. So talk to me about that, bro. Like, how did you get started in that? And like, what are you trying to do with that? Are you trying to take it to the next level, or what are your plans for that?
Well, yeah. First, thanks for complimenting me. But and quick segue. That was obviously like a huge reason that I was able to meet Daniela. Like, there's so many things.
That's a big one,
it's
bro.
Not coincidences, bro. It's
got
not like
flexibility.
everything
There's
happens for a reason.
So
and
connect.
if I had never become a barber, I would have obviously never met Casey.
Same with this, bro.
Casey would have never gone.
If I had not had this podcast, I invited Roy, and then after Roy, it was like Casey saw it, and he was like, "Bro, I want to get on."
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah.
Got him on 10 months later. I'm like, let me get you back, bro, because our conversation was lit.
Yeah.
And then boom, he's a co-host now. To me, it's like,
that's why universe,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck.
Fucking universe, bro.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
And see, I had been thinking about starting one. So
yeah.
it
So
just-
it like the
and
exactly
me and
everything
Darwin-
just
And
like
I remember that conversation. You were like, "Yeah, you want to start a podcast?" Because bro,
Yeah.
that's the best storyteller I've ever met. Like Casey.
Well, you
Bro,
gotta make
he
them first.
When he
You gotta
goes on
make
his
them.
stories, storytelling,
Bro, he's
it's
good at it. He's
wait,
good
hold
at
on,
it.
hold on. I want to listen. Like, let me,
bro. That turkey one, we're gonna say it later because we don't got time right now.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
turkey one, whoo, that one, I want you to tell that one.
Me and Darwin were setting up the
As
behind
he's-
me and everything.
Bro, as he's telling the story, I'm imagining it. He's so good at it.
Yeah,
Just
bro,
Boom, boom,
I
boom,
know.
boom, boom. Like, there's no there's
like
no
even all the fights that you were in,
God.
I vividly remember all the stories you tell me because you did such a good way of like
describing
picturing
the
it.
scene.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I
my
pictured
homie.
it
I'm
perfectly.
telling my homie. I'm like, bro, my homie, like my co-host has hella stories, and like he told me this one, and I'm telling it, and I remember it how you told me. Like,
Nice.
Obvio. Es vision. You're a visionary man.
yeah, bro, you got it.
Yeah,
This is the
no,
first-
She got it. Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'm waiting for these stories because I'm gonna put a segment on
It's gonna be
TikTok.
a
I already
great
have everything
podcast.
mapped out, bro. Like,
Like, I swear, I remember every single one. I remember how you met Meg, that
yeah.
you were in that fight and she was working at the bar. Like, like all these fights, bro, they're great. The guy that keep coming around.
Yeah.
so going back to the
anyways,
barber
yeah,
thing,
back
right?
to the barber thing.
That put you in a position to meet Casey,
Yeah,
and
bro.
now you're here.
Yeah, it's really dope because well, quick life story. I'm from Venezuela. My dad came to the U.S. to get his master's degree, petroleum engineer, ballin', and obviously he has, engineers are kind of like they have a logical way of thinking. They're very very like
Analytical.
You think this way, you got to do it this way. You got to. Everything is kind of like has like a reason and a way to do something. Yeah, like structure. And so obviously he raised me like that. I don't think I'm natural. And I was telling Daniela this the other day. I don't think I'm naturally like a logical thinker, like somebody that's I have to do things a certain way. But I was raised like that, so I have that thinking in my mind. But I'm more
creative based.
What are the sides of the brains? The left side is creative, and the right side is logical, or something like that. I think I'm more of the creative side, and just naturally. But my dad raising me the way he did, which I'm so thankful every day that he's the greatest ever, and the way he just raised me and taught me things, like it has a way of what the effect that it had on me, and Daniela like even says like
it was
like,
big.
she loves the way I think, and she loves everything, and like I owe it all to my roots, but yeah, back to the quick thing. My dad came. He's an engineer. I grew up in Tulsa. We came to Norman because he went to OU. But
When
then
you
once he
have
got,
8, no? Or 7?
Yeah, I was 8 years old when we came to the U.S. So that's why my English, I don't have.
And your
an
little
accent.
brother was born here.
My little brother was born here. Gringo as fuck.
That's one of the weirdest things, right? Not having an accent, because I get that a lot too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have an accent, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
When did you come here?
I actually lived here. So I was born in Puerto Rico. I was there for a couple of years, the first ages and stuff. We moved to New York. And then from New York, we moved to Oklahoma. And then I left Oklahoma.
But in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of English. Or no?
Not really. You have to be like in the tourist area.
Okay.
Really. So like, yeah, when I was in high school and I'm talking English, I was the cool kid because I knew 2 languages.
Right,
you know,
right.
so. Yeah,
That's
it's
tight.
just in the touristy
That's
areas.
tight.
But yeah, when I come down here and shit, everybody's like, damn, you don't have an accent. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
But yeah, so I came here. We came here when I was 8, and I grew up in Tulsa. I went to OU for a little bit, and I wanted to do that petroleum engineering thing, you know, because like my dad had done it. He's balling, so I'm like, obviously, like it just makes sense. Obviously, I hated it. I didn't do well in the classes that I took in OU. Like I remember specifically Chem 2 was the one that gave me the hardest time. It was tough. So I dropped out. I went back to Tulsa. And then I was just like waiting tables and stuff, like just trying to stay relevant, you know, like worked a little real estate job. Not like actual real estate, but working with a real estate company, you know, just doing little things. And then something happened. I remember very specifically when I was talking to my mom, because my mom does hair too. And she was like, well, I mean, why don't you do hair, but like barber? You don't want to mess with girls, because she knows how picky they are and stuff like that. And barber. And we have these really good friends, Mari and Gabe, and their daughter, Marisa. Gabe and Mari have a salon, but Gabe is a barber, so he has a little section in the back. And she was like, I mean, you can talk to him. And
So they taught you how to barber?
I mean, it would have never happened without Gabe. And I remember on New Year's Eve, I got lit. And I started thanking everyone in that party, because it was just like family, and they were there. And I was thanking everybody for everything. And I remember I told Gabe, I was like, man, bro, if it wasn't for you, I would have never gotten into barbering. Like, I would have never been like, it's so cool. Because like I went to that salon, and
like his uncle, Gabe.
yeah, Gabe was like my uncle. Marisa's like my cousin. Like they're family. And Gabe, like I went and shadowed him just like a couple of days, I think. And I was like, yeah, bro, this is what I want to do. This is so tight. Like, this is so dope. And I think literally like a week later, I was already in a barber school in Moore. I moved. So my mom and my dad are divorced. They get along great. We do all the family reunions together. I mean, it's like such a blessing that my parents are like such good friends. But my mom, her now fiance, he lived in Norman. So I was like, well, there's this really cheap barber school in Moore, so I can go stay with him. So we got all that set up. I did that barber school thing, and then eventually, you know, I worked at Fading Up Southside, Fading Up in Norman. I worked first, and that's how I met like Scissor Hands and them, and then I moved on to Fading Up Southside, and that's where I met Roy and the boys, and that really changed my life. Whenever I moved to Fading Up Southside, man.
What about Danny? What were you doing? What were you doing in Monterrey, Danny?
In Monterrey, I just work in Audi. I work in Audi, the cars. And I used
I always see you posting like fancy cars,
Yeah.
like nice
Like
cars.
reviews, right?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Reviews?
I started in Audi, then, I started in a bank. I used to be a bank and work for cajera with the money and
Teller,
all,
teller,
with
right?
the cash.
Yeah, like a teller.
And then in 6 months, me voy para el escritorio, que es las ventas, the sales. And I start to make sales. And then I see that my friends that work in Audi, ¿cómo se dice? Ganan más.
They make more money.
Yes,
Yeah,
make
then-
more money and I make all the job in the bank. And I say, I want to work in Audi. In this day, I call my friend and I say, I want to work in Audi. And I say, okay, my boss is looking for someone.
Sales,
So
sales.
send me your resume, your curriculum.
The resume.
Resume. And I send and she calls me. This same day, the same day that I called her, they say me, come right now because I have a trip tomorrow to Puebla, so I wanted to talk to you today. And I say, I am working in a bank.
Right.
So me say, okay. At 6, okay, at 6. I go and she say me, okay, you have 2 weeks to renunciar?
2 weeks to put your 2 weeks
Yeah,
to put
like
in.
to notice.
To put
your
your,
notice.
but yeah, 2 week notice. Yeah, to quit. Yeah.
We noticed to the bank and come to training. And I'm training in Audi Academy, Volkswagen. And then I like so much the sales, the financial world, and the cars, the more important thing, the cars. And I know all of the motors at the Audi, the materials that they are making and all, and the history, and why is ¿cómo se llama los aros? ¿Cómo se dice los
The
aros?
rims?
The rings of Audi, what is the meaning and all that stuff. And I am in love with Audi. I am an Audi lover.
I
literally.
love Audis.
Have
I love
you
Audis.
started to do that
Those
here
are
in
hard.
the U.S.? Have you started to sell cars here? Like in
Yes,
Tulsa?
this is my goal. This is my goal, and when I have my papers and all, I want to work or Mercedes or Audi or Porsche. Porsche is the top.
That's what it comes down to. Is
Yeah.
like German engineering. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because they've always
Volkswagen.
been ahead, right? You look at an old. Yeah, you look at an old Beamer, and an old Beamer has the technology that cars now have. Like let's say a 2016 or 2006 Beamer has the technology that like a Honda from 2016 has.
Always ahead.
They're
Yeah.
always ahead, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh damn! Like it took these people this long to put this technology.
And I didn't
when-
realize all those brands fall under Volkswagen. Like Volkswagen.
Oh yeah,
Germany,
Volkswagen
owns
they own
Porsche,
Lamborghini, fucking. They own a lot.
I think Porsche
Ferrari's on
is
the
the top. I think I.
But they own all of them.
They own all of them.
Yeah, Volkswagen's owned by Porsche, right?
Volkswagen. Yeah. Volkswagen owns a lot of.
So they're
Porsche.
big. They're a big. Yeah.
I studied that Ford. I read that Ford is the best brand in United States. It was the first one.
Don't be fooled, Danny.
Yeah, I would say they're F-150s.
no.
Say Tesla's the best brand in the U.S.
No,
right
no.
now.
She means just like best selling, I think.
Yeah.
No. The
F-150, I think.
150.
150, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the best selling truck.
This truck is the best seller. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Only this truck. No,
Yeah,
it's
I don't like
Danny's
Ford.
doing her homework. She's doing her homework.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
It's good.
Yes.
No, but I wanted to work in Audi or Mercedes or Porsche.
You're gonna do
three
great.
brands.
You're gonna
do
kill it.
great.
You're gonna kill it.
She's so
So
good.
are you guys gonna stay in Tulsa? Or are you guys gonna eventually? Well, I mean, you can go anywhere you want
Yeah,
together. You guys
literally.
are an empire now. You gotta do whatever. you
I mean, right now, the move is to stay in
Short
Tulsa.
term, yeah.
Short
He
term.
wants to go to live to Los Angeles first, and I say no.
Los Angeles?
No, huh?
Yeah, LA's
Together?
always, always been. LA's
Fancy
always been-
cars that Danny to sell in Los
Why?
Angeles.
Yes,
Why?
I
Well,
know.
what's the
And
purpose?
fancy barbers.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it. What's your purpose, Alex?
Well, LA's really dope, and I remember I first got on to the LA like dream, I guess. Whenever I started doing little modeling gigs, and I was like, in LA, like modeling, like
Good shit, bro. You got it too.
I could definitely.
I see
Thanks,
your
dog.
pics, bro. That shit crispy.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that was my dream. That was way before Daniela, like, and like when we got together, I was like, that would be even easier, like to make a move. And and LA is like half Hispanic.
Do you think like you need LA? Because I feel like right now you can do anything anywhere.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
modeling stuff, like you could do it from anywhere, but
I mean,
because
now you have like you can just all you have to do is create that following, like right here. Back in the day, you'd say, "Oh, we got to move this to LA," but it's like I don't think so.
There's a point to that, Darwin, but there's also a point to where like me and Alex, you stay up with your boys late at night. If you don't have friends that are dreaming with you, then you gotta get new friends. But so we're talking, and I'm like, bro, I could see you and Danny at a little coffee shop in LA, and when these two go out for brunch, like they look like they're in a movie. Like I'm going to brunch and I'm in sweats.
Yeah,
and
comfortable
They're
stuff.
in a movie. I'm with two superstars. So I'm like, you go to a coffee shop, you guys are dressed the way you are. Next thing you know, that right director is going to be sitting like me
Looking
with
like-
the hat and the sweats and be like, they need to be on my brand.
Cast. They
That
need to-
fits my brand for what we're doing right now. And you got to be in the mix to get there. So that's, but the preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
So figuring that out, you guys
Thank
could always
you.
come back.
Thank
Exactly.
you for the vision.
That- yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for the vision.
The
That's
vision.
true. That's true.
You guys have it, the vision. And you could always come back.
I want to go
Yeah, no,
coffee
for
right
sure.
now.
Yeah, and LA is beautiful, but I'm just like thinking of like, I'm just thinking about the because it has its pros and its cons. I'm always thinking about the
Very
negative,
true.
right? Traffic, fucking taxes, and all that. But it's like, if you guys overweight that, then it's like, shit, it's going to be worth it. It's 75 degrees year round.
Yeah,
It's-
you
there's
have-
opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean,
Voy a
but
decir
I think-
algo en español. Yo lo veo a él así de que abriendo su barbería en cualquier parte del mundo. con su nombre y porque él es buenísimo en lo que hace, solamente que no lo transmite tanto, pero me gustaría que lo transmitiera más porque es the best barber I know.
So she said that she could really see me like, you know, opening up my own shop in LA, and she said that
O en Monterrey o
that
aquí
I'm
en
really good.
Tulsa.
Yeah, anywhere,
o sea,
anywhere.
ajá,
Anywhere.
Oklahoma,
but
whatever.
she said I'm really good, and like,
There's no limits.
I just don't. But so quick from that, because I wanted to give a little shout out, because like, you know how everything like the universe thing plays out. Like me moving back to Tulsa, it was not something that I've always wanted to do. I ran away from Tulsa when I moved the first time. Like I never fell in love with Tulsa until now, obviously. But like when I moved from Tulsa to OKC, I was like, this is my spot. Like I'm not going back to Tulsa, like unless I'm like I don't know, something crazy happens. But I moved back to Tulsa and I started a barbershop over there. It's called Black Label.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Bro, this
They hard.
barbershop-
They
bro,
hard.
This barbershop is
Nice.
so sick.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. I see the videos.
Like a luxury barber.
Yeah, that shit looks clean.
So my boy AG, that's the owner of Black Label. He started it and he had like this vision, like, you know, to make it like an LA style. So like his wife is from Compton, I think, and so they wanted to bring that LA vibe to Tulsa. And bro, this barbershop is so sick. And like I think about things, you know, when I see like Instagram and I see like these barbers, these badass barbers, I'm like, yeah, that's so dope. But like I think I needed to work with someone closely because AG is like the best barber that I've ever worked with. And he like from, you know, just from top to bottom. I mean, I've worked with barbers that, you know, can cut really well, and I've worked with barbers that have their business shit going, and I've worked with barbers that, you know, have their clientele or whatever. But this dude has like all of it.
Está
you know?
aprendiendo mucho de
And so
él.
I'm learning so much from him, bro. And it's like, it's, you know, it's the universe thing. Like, I can't believe that I'm in Tulsa, but like there's so many things that I'm learning from this guy that I would have never, ever learned if I hadn't gone back to Tulsa. Like something that I ran away from.
Yeah.
And so now, like I feel like I have like so much more to provide if I want to open up my own shop. Before, if I wanted to open up my own shop, like there was these things that
You didn't know the nuts and bolts. And
yeah, bro.
he's
Like
giving you the nuts and bolts.
there's so many little
Yeah.
details, so many little things
great.
that he's teaching me. Because
That's
obviously
great.
I know how to cut. Obviously, like
You got the
I'm
craft.
good. Yeah. So like, but like there's these little detailed things, bro. Like that I'm learning from him that it's gonna separate me from the rest.
And that's all I can
that's
say to
gonna be so
that
tight.
is just like we talked in Tulum, like you follow the gut and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
bro.
You
Yeah,
follow
whatever
that.
you guys, where if you guys decide to end up wherever in the world, it's because your gut said it, and you got to go for it because you guys believe in it. And I think that's the biggest thing, because we sometimes tend to like have self-doubt and just block that shit out. If you guys believe in a vision, go for it, man.
Facts.
So
Y yo estudié administración de empresas, entonces I can help you, baby.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, entrepreneur,
She,
yeah.
she graduated
And
with
with
like
the
administration.
marketing and all.
yeah,
She graduated
entrepreneurship.
like 4-year college over there in Mexico.
Yeah, man.
She has more education than I do.
Okay, so we're gonna close this out. We've been about an hour. We got somewhere to be, you know what I'm saying?
We do.
But I want to ask you guys this question: 5 years from now, where you guys see yourself as a couple, as a business, everything?
Well, married, doing crazy
Big things.
stuff,
Big
big
things.
things, man. Yeah.
So-
We have big dreams, and we don't like to dream little. You know what I'm saying? Like we like to dream big.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I love how you guys complement each other, and I think that's big when it comes to all aspects of like business, personal. Like you guys hype each other up, and you guys are there for each other. So I think that's huge.
Yeah.
And man, I hope for the best for you guys. I hope you guys build this empire, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you guys, because
Yeah.
I know you always share her stories. You hype her up, and I seen the videos, like the car reviews. That's clean.
Yeah.
There's talent there. Your cuts fucking clean.
Thanks, bro.
There's talent there. Modeling too, bro. Do that shit. Fuck it. Hire a photographer. Do some, because you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wish you guys the best, man.
Thanks, Brody.
Yo nos veo
Yeah.
felices.
Yes.
Felices.
Yes.
Eso es lo más
She's
importante.
Happy.
Happy.
That's
Happy
the
is
most,
the
most
important
important.
That is
Yeah.
the most important thing.
Happy.
I like that,
She
yeah.
she makes me happy like crazy.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, to the viewers, if you didn't believe in love at first sight,
There it is.
Believe
This is
it.
a story. This is a story.
There it is.
Love at first sight and long distance. They made
Yeah.
it happen.
Ah,
You know what I'm
¿quién
saying?
dijo que no se podía?
Yeah.
Long distance, literally, like people preach that shit, and like even before, I would have thought, nah,
Sí, sinceramente muchos amigos en Monterrey me decían, ay, o sea...
Let it go, déjalo
ajá,
ir.
sí, no, estás perdiendo el tiempo. Ay, eso es mentira, que te está esperando y que te quiere. Y que... Fue 3 veces a visitarme a Monterrey. O sea, y yo vine 2. O sea, nos estuvimos visitando.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah. Casey, you got anything else, brother?
That's it.
I think we did a great job. What you think?
Let's go
That's
party!
awesome.
Yeah, first podcast?
First
Shit.
podcast. I'm glad we had you guys on.
Yeah.
Thank you for
so
inviting us.
We're going to wrap this up, ladies and
Wrap it
gentlemen.
up.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
Peace.
Bang, bang.